KELOLAND News 10 at 10.
Good evening. Is it time to start sending teachers into space again?
NASA made a couple of major announcements today. Announcements that bring back memories of the space program, both the good and the bad.
The first brings back memories of national pride when John Glenn became the first American to circle the Earth in space. It's one of those events that seems like yesterday, but it was 36 years ago. This year, it'll be deja vu. Glenn, now 76, today was given the go to fly a shuttle mission.
On behalf of everybody my age and older and those who are about to be our age before too many years have gone, I can guarantee you I'll give it my very best try.
While many suspect it's a bit of a cover story, NASA says it'll teach us a lot about the effect of space on senior citizens. How do South Dakotans feel about rocketing a 76-year-old into space?
A little aged right now, and I hope that they give him a real good health inspection.
I think if he's qualified, that's all right, but I think it sounds like it might be a political ploy to get more funds for the space program.
I say if he wants to do it, go for it.
A second NASA announcement brings back the tragedy of the space program, the Challenger disaster that killed teacher Krista McAuliffe. NASA is ready to try again with Idaho teacher Barbara Morgan. How do people feel about that?
It was a disaster, and it was a sad situation, but hopefully it will never happen again.
Well, I think it's a great idea because then they can teach their students what they have learned.
I think it's time that we involve everyone else again. It's time.
The South Dakotans we asked, though, wouldn't be willing to take a ride aboard the shuttle themselves.
Sure, there are plenty out there that would, though. Well, back on the ground, are we looking for a white weekend? Here's meteorologist Eileen Lone.
Well, Angela, it does look like we have another chance for some snow, especially in the southern part of the state. Another system is coming in off the coast, bringing us a chance for some snow. However, it does have the possibility of veering off to our south. But Live Doppler 2000 showing clear skies right now. They are going to move in possibly by tomorrow afternoon. And tomorrow's temperature is going to be a little bit cooler than today. May see a few peaks of sun, but generally some snow moving in by the afternoon hours. Wind's going to stay on the light side, and we don't have to worry about Arctic air moving in either.
Probably not a lot of snow, then.
No,
all right. Thanks, Eileen. El Nino has robbed much of the Midwest of a key ingredient for winter fun, snow. But while the plains are mostly dry, there's powder in the hills. KELOLAND's John Bachman revs up the engine for some snowmobile fun.
Who says snow falls quietly? For KELOLAND, when the snow falls, the motors run. For the Midwest and the Dakotas, it's a sound that hasn't been heard enough.
We wanted to ride the hills for a while, and we don't have no snow in North Dakota, so we had to come here.
What they find here in the hills are miles of scenic trails covered with over a foot of snow.
They're really good. Some spots are kind of hard, and lots of times the snow is really fluffy. Pretty deep sometimes.
For many of the people speeding along the trails, the Black Hills are a regular snowmobiling stop.
Came out with some friends about 4 years ago. And been coming back ever since. It's just the beautiful scenery and the snow conditions and the trails are just excellent.
Snowmobilers are coming from Iowa, North Dakota, and Minnesota. So why are some of them driving more than 10 hours to get to the hills?
I've been in Michigan and Wisconsin all over, but this is probably about my favorite place to come.
Not everyone comes from faraway places to enjoy the hills.
What I like most about it is you have good scenery around here, and it's an adrenaline rush for me.
So whether it's 50 miles or 500 miles, people from all over are rushing to the hills to get the snow under their sleds. In the Black Hills, John Bachman, KELOLAND News.
With the holiday on Monday, the trails will be busy this weekend. Spearfish Canyon got 6 inches of new snow last night.
You can't name a school that isn't suffering from the flu. Absenteeism is running at 10% in Sioux Falls, but no place has it worse than Montrose. By yesterday afternoon, half of the school's 224 students were homesick with the flu. That, coupled with lots of teachers being sick, prompted school officials to call off classes today.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
Never, no. We've had kids get sick and have to go home, but not on this large a scale.
But the sick streak isn't just hitting students. Parents are having to take time off work to care for their kids.
The hard part is being a single parent that you have to use your vacation time because you can't use your sick time.
Montrose is airing the building and disinfecting anything that can be reached, hoping to start clean on Monday. It's going to be a tense session in Washington tomorrow. President Clinton and Paula Jones will meet face-to-face. For the first time in history, a president of the United States will give sworn testimony as a defendant in a civil suit. The president's version of what happened, if it happened, in a Little Rock motel room will be videotaped at his lawyer's office in front of Arkansas federal judge Susan Wright. What effect is this having on the president's official duties?
Some impact, and it is a distraction, but it is not a burdensome distraction.
Paula Jones had her children with her as she left California for Washington. Jones claims the president tried to run his hands up her legs.
The death throes of Nettleton College have a lot of people wondering if the law shouldn't force private schools to tell their students when they're in trouble. But Governor Janklow says he doesn't think such a law would have done any good in the Nettleton case. Would you rather pay more sales tax and play video lottery? While the state may be hooked on the machines, some legislators are thinking about getting rid of them. But Governor Janklow says the legislature should do a comprehensive study first. Deadwood casinos say they're losing out to higher bet limits in other gambling areas, but a gambling industry attorney says there isn't enough support in the legislature for higher bet limits. However, at some point, Deadwood might take it to a statewide vote again.
As people flocked to see the movie Titanic, the real thing was happening off the coast of Canada. 15 crew members died when this freighter sank. The Coast Guard rescued 4 sailors from the icy water, but 6 others are missing. The empty ship ran into 12-foot waves. It's the biggest tobacco settlement yet. A federal judge has approved a $15 billion deal to settle Texas' lawsuit against the tobacco industry over smoking-related health costs. Most of the money will be paid over 25 years.
In our infinite quest for beauty, it seems like there's a new product on the market just about every day. Now, you've seen the commercials for that nose strip that's supposed to get rid of blackheads. Now, the question is, does it work? KELOLAND's Beth Fuller puts it to the test.
A little white sticker wants to add another step to your beauty routine. It's called the Biore Pore Perfect Deep Cleansing Strip, and it's outselling all the other acne products in the store.
It was basically hard to keep it on the shelf. We were reordering every day, so we'd have it enough supply by the next day it came in. We'd order 12s, and that wasn't enough. We'd order 24s.
So how does it work? You apply the patch to a clean, wet nose. Wait 15 minutes for it to dry and peel it off.
Ooh, there are some bad ones on there.
Our tester, Joy Flenchek, was one of the first customers to buy a box of the strips.
I probably wouldn't buy it again because it worked, but not like, you know, oh my God, my skin is so clean, you know, it just kind of worked, you know, nothing real special.
Our second tester was even less successful. When she pulled off her strip, it was clean, and she was left with dry, red skin.
It's too early to tell whether the pore strips will replace prescriptions as a treatment for acne, but for now, they're the best-selling weapon in the battle against pimples. In Sioux Falls, Beth Fuller, KELOLAND News.
Interesting experiment. A dermatologist tells KELOLAND News that it's okay to use the pore strips as long as your skin doesn't get too dry, but what you may see on the strip may only be surface dirt.
One lucky fan was treated to the game of a lifetime tonight. The Sioux Falls Skyforce picked out Bill Houck of Sioux Falls as he sat watching the game. Houck is the 1 millionth person to attend a Skyforce game since the team started playing here 9 years ago. Bill Houck gets season tickets to the Force and $2,000 worth of prizes.
So, did that lucky fan see another Skyforce win tonight? Let's check in with Tom Neiman.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Bill saw a great game tonight at the arena. The Force trying to win its 5th straight game at home. They were playing the Rockford Lightning, and Joe Courtney used to play here in Sioux Falls, played with the Chicago Bulls. He had 25 points tonight, and Rockford led by as many as 15, but Jason Sasser went off for Sioux Falls. 38 points for Sass tonight, and let's check out the final. Sioux Falls wins by 121 to 120. Sasser with those 38. That's his second best season game this year. He had 39 in a game earlier this year, but the Skyforce has won its 5th straight at home now, and they go to 18-10 on the season. Lots of college basketball coming up later in sports, Angela.
And another Skyforce home game tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, same team, Rockford, yep.
All right, thanks, Tom.
See you later.
We're heading into a busy weekend for everyone in KELOLAND. For the women, there's Crazy Day shopping at the Empire Mall. Thousands of bargain hunters will be browsing as stores slash prices, 75% in some cases, trying to sell off the winter stuff before spring. The guys get a doubleheader. There's the Big Boys Toy Show going on at the Sioux Falls Convention Center through Sunday. And if you're itching to go fishing, troll past the Sioux Empire Fairgrounds for the outdoor show. You can cast a line through Sunday there as well. Look for flurries all weekend. Eileen's 5-day forecast is next.
And meet a little girl living without half of her brain.
Comes next. I got a Lion King game, too.
But Amanda Brown is making an amazing comeback on Eye on KELOLAND.
The news is brought to you in part by Unclaimed Freight Furniture, Sioux Falls, Mitchell, Watertown, and Yankton. It's the 1998 in-store warehouse sale at Unclaimed Freight Furniture. Crews have been bringing warehouse stock to the showrooms for your selection. Hurry, this important money-saving opportunity is limited. It ends Monday at 9 p.m. You'll find huge mattress savings on factory overstocks, discontinued models, and special purchases from Sealy, Serta, and King Coil. It's the 1998 in-store warehouse sale with no payments or interest till July. Don't miss out. It ends Monday at 9 p.m. at Unclaimed Freight Furniture in Sioux Falls, Mitchell, Watertown, and Yankton.
The best-built, best-selling American trucks are built Ford tough.
Power to get you through the tough stuff. Power. Like F-150's line of Triton engines. Power. F-150's V6 is the most powerful standard V6 available in a full-size truck. Power. F-150's Triton V8 carries the highest V8 payload in its class. Power. Feel the power of over $1,500 in package savings on a 98 F-150 XLT.
See you, Northland Ford dealer.
To counteract the effects of a fat-filled lunch, choose the burger joint farthest from you and run there. At Subway, you can get a fresh sandwich under 6 grams of fat.
When it comes to sunflower, nobody knows the business like mycogen seeds. That goes for high oleic, confection, bird feed, and oil types like these. I wish I could show you how these hybrids yield. Thank you. But I can show you the other thing that makes mycogen hybrids the sunflower to plant. The oil.
See your local mycogen seeds representative.
You might have started the year off with a bang, but we're starting it off with a blowout. A used car and truck blowout at Schulte Automotive Center. Choose from over 500 used cars and trucks. Buy a 92 Buick Century, $34.88. A 94 Chevy full-size extended cab 4x4, V8 loaded, $14,988. 97 Blazer 4x4s, $29.88. Or get a 91 Grand Am, just $34.88. Our used car and truck blowout. Shop now for the best selection. Only at the Sioux Empire's #1 dealer, Terry Schulte Automotive Center. Whatever it takes.
In the interest of public safety, Live Doppler 2000 is brought to you by Keloland TV, Sioux Valley Hospitals and Health System, and Northwestern Public Service.
If you're traveling this weekend, sounds like there's going to be some snow to deal with.
And if you're not traveling, there'll be some snow to deal with, too.
That too.
Yeah, right.
There's possibly going to be a nice amount, just enough to shovel across the area, but for the most part, what we have are going to be some isolated snow showers that may cause some travel difficulties, so definitely keep an eye on the weather because it may cause some problems, especially in the southern part of the state. Right now, we're really not doing too badly outside. Earlier in the Pier area, this was a beautiful sunset, and it does look like it was a gorgeous day out there. We had mostly clouds in the Sioux Falls area, but guess what? They disappeared as the sun went down. 10 degrees right now. West winds are 6 miles an hour. Wind chill is at 2 above. In the Aberdeen area, clouds have moved in. 14 degrees. Northwest winds at 12. Wind chill is at -6. In Pier, we have mostly cloudy skies. 20 degrees. North winds at 16. And in the Rapid City area, clouds pretty much taking over. 26 degrees. Northwest winds are at 9 miles an hour, making it feel like 13 degrees. So you can tell where the sun was because they got up to 43 degrees in the Rapid City area, 40 degrees in Pier. Despite the clouds, we still got up to 32 in the Sioux Falls area, a little bit cooler up in the northeast where they have a little bit more snowfall on the ground. And we do expect to see temperatures a little bit cooler tomorrow as we get a little bit of Canadian air moving in, but it's not going to be too bad because it's not Arctic air. It's just mainly southern Canada and into the North Dakota area as it moves in. Most of the sunshine was pretty much in the Midwest and the Great Plains, but those stubborn clouds, of course, stick around here in the southeastern corner of the state. We do have some more clouds that are pushing their way across the area, and there's some moisture behind it. Already, this storm is winding itself up on the western coast. This system is expected to move off to the east. However, it may also veer off to the south, just clipping the southern part of the state. We'll keep an eye on it because it may cause about 2 to 3 inches of snow across portions of the southwest and maybe 1 to 2 here in the east. Cool air is going to come down out of Canada, but it doesn't really move too quickly, so we don't have to worry about strong winds or extremely cold air. I'll get to the 5-day forecast in just a little bit.
Car commercials.
Well, I'm going to buy a car in the next 10 days, and here's what I want. I want an exciting car, dependability, front-wheel drive to get through the winter, features, a low down payment, a car worth keeping after the payments. Here's the kicker. I want a payment under $250. Now, where do I get that?
Pontiac Grand Am. Lease a new 98 loaded for only $249 a month if you act now. Built for kicks, built for keeps. See your North Country Pontiac dealer today.
Get unlimited use of the internet for just $14.95 a month from Hard Drive Central. No startup fees. And Hard Drive Central offers 24-hour direct links to the internet with no dial-up. Hard Drive Central, your all-in-one computer store, features custom-built computers that you can easily upgrade. Buy now and get 2 months of internet service free. Unlimited internet use for just $14.95 a month. Stop by Hard Drive Central and see what's waiting for you on the internet.
There's a problem. You can feel it. A sense of despair. Sudden mood swings. Thoughts of suicide. You know there's a problem. But remember, there's hope. Sioux Valley Behavioral Health Services is here to listen, to understand, to help. If you feel there's a problem, call us. You don't have to face this alone. Sioux Valley Behavioral Health Services. The difference is hope.
You can work out anywhere, but you belong at the Sioux Falls YMCA. The Y offers a variety of programs to develop your spirit, mind, and body. Try the dynamic power pacing bike classes. Check out the view from the new Conditioning and Nautilus Center. And let the kids explore the Sure-Slick Family Play Space. Join now and get 1 free month. You belong at the Sioux Falls YMCA.
Mostly clear skies will fill in as the clouds move across the state once again. Lows dropping to around the teens, around the 4-degree mark here in the Sioux Falls, the Aberdeen area. Northwest winds anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour. For tomorrow, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies, a chance for some snow flurries in the Rapid City area, mainly in the afternoon. Those showers will fill up across the tomorrow night across the state and continue through Sunday morning in the Sioux Falls and again in the Rapid City area. Temperatures still around the normal, around 23 degrees, 30 degrees in the Rapid City area. And we will see the 5-day forecast with sunshine on Monday and Tuesday, temperatures climbing back to around 32, and another storm moving in on Wednesday. And that one may be a little bit bigger than tomorrow night's. May dump a couple of inches across the entire state with isolated areas seeing more, but the wind should stay on the light side as of now. That'll help.
Still snow on the installment plan, the best way. What would you do if doctors said your little girl needed half her brain removed?
She's very determined. She tries hard. She, never gives up.
How can a child recover after losing part of her brain? Find out next on Eye on Cumberland.
Getting the most for your food dollar means carefully comparing and knowing where to look for real value. At your affiliated food store, you'll find a great selection of name brand grocery items, the choicest cuts of meat, fresh pick-of-the-crop produce, farm fresh dairy products, of course, friendly people. But you'll find the big difference right here, more value for your dollar. Shop your local affiliated food store today. Shop Canton Food Center, Canton, Gaymars Market in Scotland, and Wagner Food Center in Wagner.
So, you did your homework and chose the Vortec-powered, totally cool new Chevy S10 for just $169 a month. Or you could have got $1,500 cash back. Either way, friends who thought you were just smart will start calling you a genius. And why not? You landed yourself a rugged, dependable Chevy S10 and a great deal to boot. Of course, if you were a real genius, you'd invent a self-cleaning truck.
Your S10's ready. Get it at your Chevrolet dealer.
Too Gunsmoke.
Too frou-frou when it comes to home furnishings.
Too furry.
Men and women rarely agree.
It's too soft.
It's too firm. But now there's the new Boyd Night Air. It has separate adjustable air chambers left and right, so you'll each have the exact firmness and comfort you prefer. And there are even separate adjustments for the head, foot, and lumbar region. So while you may still disagree, too fringy.
Too ugly.
You'll always agree on your mattress.
Boyd Night Air, only at Total Bedroom.
She wanted to wed in an English garden. He wanted to get hitched at the 50-yard line. She had a thing for lace and ivory. He couldn't see anything but purple and gold. But no matter which route they will finally agree upon, they both know that all of their wedding and reception accessories can be found at Ideal Wedding Center in Sioux Falls. She likes the selection. He likes the prices. Ideal has almost everything for the wedding, except the bride and groom. She wanted a castle in the clouds. He wanted swine dancing. She wanted a
Ideal Wedding Center, Sioux Falls.
Oh, don't this look wonderful? Well, come on to Fort Randall Casino Hotel. During January and February, it's Cash and Dash. $30,000 cash giveaway and 2 fabulous trips to Montego Bay. While you look at these here particulars, I'm gonna look for my Speedo. Okay, it's Cash and Dash. Everybody on the beach. Fort Randall Casino Hotel. Have a little fun. Hi-ho, Dinah.
She's got her mind set on a bright future despite a tragic stroke.
A little Sioux Falls girl is leading a full life even though she is missing half of her brain.
In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Perry Groten introduces you to Amazing Manda. Amanda.
G. Like Grandma?
Amanda Brown knows her ABCs.
It starts with the letter L. Lion King.
Very good. What comes next?
I got a Lion King game, too.
At home?
It's the courage of a lion that's helped Amanda overcome dangerous health problems. When she was just 14 months old, Amanda suffered a stroke that damaged the left side of her brain. The stroke led to seizures that threatened Amanda's young life. When Amanda was 6, doctors decided to remove the left half of her brain in an effort to stop the seizures.
Was that kind of scary?
Really scary, really scary. Something that you just never imagined. The stroke was bad enough for her, and I thought, now we're going to deal with half her brain removed.
The surgery was a success. Amanda hasn't had any seizures since the operation. She has some trouble using her right arm and right leg. But otherwise, Amanda is just like any normal 9-year-old girl.
I like to play with friends. No, isn't my turn? I didn't learn anything. Now it's your turn.
Since Amanda was so young when she had her stroke, she had learned to compensate a lot of her stuff over to the other side of the brain. They figured she probably would have been mainly maybe left-handed. I'm left-handed. That's helped a lot with her as far as her physical function.
Amanda was hospitalized for 2 months following her brain surgery. She spent another month at home recovering. Now Amanda is back in school full-time, where she's an inspiration to her classmates and her teachers.
We look at all the challenges she has faced, and you know, her level of determination is just there. She's very determined. She tries hard. She, never gives up.
Amanda enjoys going to school at Annie Sullivan Elementary, where she's in 2nd grade.
Very good.
Reading is among her favorite subjects.
It may take a little longer for her to learn a fact or learn a problem, and then for her to memorize it and be able to come back, the next day and tell us the answer again. We just have to work harder at that.
There have been obstacles along Amanda's road to recovery, including taking a tumble earlier this year.
I bumped into the wall, and I broke my wrist.
That hurt?
Yeah.
But you're okay now, right?
Yeah.
Doctors removed part of her brain, but Amanda's willpower remains very much intact.
It's a miracle that she does as well as she does, and we contribute a lot of it, or Amanda gets a lot of it. She's just a fighter. She really is.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Perry Groten.
Inspired by Amanda's story, Family Circle magazine has given her a $5,000 savings bond.
The money will go toward Amanda's college education, and she wants to be a nurse when she grows up.
The 98 Black Hills Stock Show and Rodeo is more exciting than ever. For ticket information, call 1-800-GOT-MINE. Experience rodeo at its best at the 98 Black Hills Stock Show and Rodeo.
What you are about to see is a performance revolution. Hybrids from Pioneer, way beyond anything else. This is technology that yields.
Your cash still buys you more this week at Hoff Jewelers. Use your cash, personal check, or bank card and receive an extra 10% discount on Hoff's after Christmas sale prices. Or if money's a problem, it's not a problem at Hoff Jewelers. Get 2 years free financing with no money down. Either way, Hoff Jewelers makes diamonds, gemstones, and gold more affordable. Save an extra 10% on sale prices or get 2 years free financing this week at Hoff Jewelers. Remember, Hoff Jewelers has the world's finest diamonds with a personal touch.
Find out more about what's going on in Keloland today. Visit our website at www.kelotv.com. Internet connection and website provided by Dakota Connect. Or if you see news happening, call 1-800-888-KELO or dial *1 on your Cellular One phone. Keloland TV. Leadership you can count on. Let Relay South Dakota keep you connected. 1-800-877-1113.
When it comes to sunflower, nobody knows the business like mycogen seeds. That goes for high oleic, confection, bird feed, and oil types like these. I wish I could show you how these hybrids yield. Thank you. But I can show you the other thing that makes mycogen hybrids the sunflower to plant. The oil.
See your local mycogen seeds representative.
I'm very picky about quality. That's why I have my business insurance with American Family. My agent, she understands my business needs. And claims I know will be handled quickly and fairly. American Family's a quality business insurance company. Quite frankly, it helps us all sleep a little better at night.
All your protection under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
Look in the white or yellow pages for American Family and call today.
Keloland Sports is brought to you by American Family Insurance. Now, the 10 o'clock sports with Tom Neiman.
South Dakota State is the story in college basketball so far this season. The Jackrabbits rated number 3 in the nation. They were 14-0 and had won 15 in a row at home at Frost Arena in Brookings going into tonight's game against the University of North Dakota. And Scott Nagy's team was great again tonight. It was all Jackrabbits. Michael Torrance, first of a couple threes for him. He had 9 points tonight. Matt Wallace, one of the seniors with the 18-footer. Wallace had 18. Jacks up by 8 in the first half. Casey Walker spots up, hits 3. He had 20 tonight. Jacks increased the lead to 14. And then Brian Norberg, he only had 3 points tonight, but he had 11 assists. This one to Walker again. And State was up 21 at halftime, and they hit the century mark tonight. They win at 100-78. So State goes to 15-0 overall, 6-0 in the conference. In Sioux Falls, it was North Dakota State and Augustana. Augie looking for just its second win in the conference. And Josh Bird provided a little excitement with the 3 to put the Vikes up by 5 in the first half. Perry Ford's team hasn't had a great year this year, but they're hanging in ball games. Joe Snowden began to dash the Vikes' hope, though, with the 3 to put North Dakota State up by 2. And then Joe Hedin continues the outside onslaught. And the Bison began to pull away, but Augie would come back in the second half. Chad Welk tries to put things the Augie way, and they go to overtime, tied at 64, but the Vikes come up just short again. Augie loses 74-72 in overtime tonight at the Elman Center. Elsewhere in NCC men's action, USD goes to 3-3 in the conference with an easy win at St. Cloud State. Nate Blesson and Ben Reeves both with 21 points tonight for the Coyotes. Mankato blasted Morningside in Mankato 87-67. Now to the ladies, and SDSU's women had the toughest task of the night. North Dakota's women are the #3 team in the entire complete nation right now, and they have two girls named Puddens, and they're both great. Tiffany Puddens, smooth from the outside, 3 of her 10. Freshman Sherry Brendy had 8 points for South Dakota State tonight, but the Lady Jacks were no match. Here's Jamie Puddens from long range. The Sioux led by 24 midway through the second half. Jenny Krause led them with 16, and North Dakota rolls over the Lady Jacks tonight, 88-55, the final in that one from Frost Arena. Back to the Elman Center for the Augustana women, and North Dakota State and Dave Krause' team came up with a huge win tonight for the Lady Vikings. Augie hot from three-point land. Kim Meyer from the outside. She had 15 on the night. Renee Reedburn hits for 3, and Augie is up by 5 at 24-19. They would increase that lead. Amy Ruley's Lady Bison team was on the ropes. Former Sioux Falls O'Gorman star Jane Even is starting for the Lady Bison. She had 7 tonight for NDSU, but Augie just shot lights out. Nicole Tendler, 3 of her 16, and Augie up by 11 at halftime, and they pick up a huge win. North Dakota State was rated number 12 in the country, and Augie beat them 71-56 tonight. Sarah Yeager had 21 points for Augustana. Also in women's hoops, St. Cloud State over the Lady Coyotes, 74-55, and Mankato beat Morningside 96-84 tonight. The Sioux Falls Skyforce has been smoking at home, trying to win its 5th straight game on this 6-game homestand. They were taking on Rockford tonight at the arena. Bill Houck, the 1 millionth fan, saw a great ball game out there. Gerald Madkins from the outside. He had 29 points tonight. Mel Newbern finds Mike Ravizzi on the back door. 8 points and 11 big rebounds for the big fella tonight. Montrell Dobbins finds Joe Courtney for the jam. The former Skyforce player had 25, and Rockford was up by 15 in the ball game, but Randy Woods, another good ball game for him. He had 24, and then Sasser was the question, and Rockford had no answer on the drive, and then the 3 for Sass. He had 38 points tonight, and the Skyforce scrapes out another win at home, 120-121, and 5 quarter points again for Sioux Falls. Sass with the 38. 5th straight win at home. They play again at the arena tomorrow night against Rockford. See if they can keep rolling. All of the high school scores coming up in a couple of minutes.
They know how to keep you in your seat for the whole game.
Very good games lately.
Even that Christmas blowout where there was the fight got you riveted back there.
Everybody stayed.
Let's take one last look at our weather.
Tomorrow, mostly cloudy skies. We will see a chance for some snow showers moving in late in the afternoon. Temperatures at or above normal across the region.
And Tom will be right back with the frenzy.
Good night from us.
It's coming! The biggest indoor used car and truck sale in Prostrolo's 40-year history. This Saturday and Sunday, you'll find over 300 used cars, trucks, and vans clearly priced to sell. The largest inventory in Prostrolo history. Get 5.9% financing. That's right, 5.9%. It's coming. The biggest indoor used car and truck sale in Prostrolo's 40-year history. This Saturday and Sunday indoors at Prostrolo's All-American Auto Mall in Madison, South Dakota.
You might have started the year off with a bang, but we're starting it off with a blowout. A used car and truck blowout at Schulte Automotive Center. Choose from over 500 used cars and trucks. Buy a 92 Buick Century, $34.88. A 94 Chevy full-size extended cab 4x4, V8 loaded, $14,988. 97 Blazer 4x4s, $29.88. Or get a 91 Grand Am, just $34.88. Our used car and truck blowout. Shop now for the best selection. Only at the Sioux Empire's #1 dealer, Terry Schulte Automotive Center. Whatever it takes.
All right, welcome to the Friday Frenzy Scoreboard Show in boys high school basketball tonight. We start with these scores. Brookings beat Yankton by 3 in the ESD. Lake Preston, yes, they beat Esteline 82-78 tonight. It was Laverne in Minnesota over Marshall by a hoop. Castlewood beat South Shore handily 80-39 tonight. Chamberlain by 10 over Wagner in boys hoops. Selby area beat Pollock 39-35. It was Aberdeen Roncalli in a close one over Sisseton. Worthington, Minnesota big over Pipestone Jasper tonight. Trip Delmont wins again to beat Minnow. Close one tonight, 59-57. Hitchcock by 10 over Tulare in the 281 conference. Jeff Hinker hit a free throw with no time left on the clock to give Artesian Letcher a win over Corsica tonight. Ipswich beat Northwestern 75-65. Back to the ESD. Brandon Valley in overtime beat Aberdeen Central's Golden Eagles by 2, 70-68. Freeman huge over Bridgewater, 98-44. Freeman just one loss so far. Mount Vernon beat Andy Central 66-41 tonight. Watertown over Pierce 62-53. Baltic scored 79 on Viborg tonight. Alcester Hudson a 3-point win over Canton in boys basketball. Frederick Hecla beat Edmond Central up north 76-52. Parker on top of Tri-Valley tonight 71-57. Hanson by 4 over Stickney. Cologne beat Bonesteel Fairfax by a point 61-60 there. Dolan Condé by 10 over Bristol tonight. Sioux Valley beat McCook Central 59-46. It was Leola over Harriet 52-45 tonight. Britain by 16 over Redfield 61-45. In overtime, Dakota Valley beat Harrisburg's Tigers by 3. Henry huge over Summit 81-27 tonight. Howard beat Del Rapids 81-53. Edgerton over Hills Beaver Creek in Minnesota 71-66. Back in South Dakota, Grant Duel by a bucket over Wilmot 66-65 there. Canastota beat Emory by 4, 47-43. It was Plankinton on top of White Lake tonight by 3. Warner by 20 over Langford, 79-59. West Central rolls up 104 on Garrettson tonight. Harding County way out west beat Bison 50-41 in boys hoop. Sioux Falls Christian, another win for the Chargers. They beat Centerville by 15 tonight. Woonsocket, not, well, sounds like Woonsocket, but Woonsocket over Iroquois, 63-47. Scotland over Elk Point Jefferson, 66-48 tonight. Flandreau Public beat Flandreau Indian School, 82-53. Phillip over Kadoka tonight, 59-42. White River beat Bennett County, 81-43. It was Midland on top of Lyman, I believe, in the Jones County tournament. Stanley County beat Jones County, 69-43 in the semis there. Wakanda over Irene, 66-63 tonight. Wabae beat Beblin Rosselt by 3. It was Duel by 2 over Clark. Vermilion beat Beersford 64-55. Del Rapids St. Mary's a win over Arlington 77-43. Rutland beat Coleman Egan by 10. Florence on top of Waverly 61-45. It was West Lyon in Minnesota over, Iowa rather, over Sioux Center 77-66. Groton, Groton, beat Webster 71-68. That's Perry Groton's name right there. Dubrook beat Oldham Ramona 63-45. It was Hurley by 2 over Gayville Volun tonight in boys hoop. Winter beat Valentine, Nebraska 62-52. Ethan big over Kimball 90-53. Minneota, Minnesota a win over Chokio, Alberta, I believe, 54-44. It was Dupree over Sunshine Bible at the Hyde County Action Tournament. Highmore beat Wakpala 50-47 in that one. Red Rock Central in girls basketball in Minnesota beat Southwest Star 69-57. Adrian over Westbrook Walnut Grove 82-38. Lincoln Hendricks Ivanhoe in girls hoop over Lake Benton tonight. Russell Tyler Ruthven beat Dawson Boyd 76-22. And in women's basketball, Black Hill State over the University of Sioux Falls 89-71. High school wrestling, Andy Central beat Wessington Springs Woonsocket and Platte in a triangular. And the other match there was Wessington Springs Woonsocket over Platte. Yankton beat Brookings in a duel 35-33. Brandon Valley in a duel over Aberdeen 42-17. And one other boys score, Burke beat Kiapaha 66-40 tonight. Back with the NBA, Timberwolves and the Houston Rockets in 30 seconds.
Friday Night Frenzy is brought to you by your Northland Ford dealers.
The best built, best selling American trucks are built Ford tough.
Power to get you through the tough stuff. Power. Like F-150's line of Triton engines. Power. F-150's V6 is the most powerful standard V6 available in a full-size truck. Power. F-150's Triton V8 carries the highest V8 payload in its class. Power. Feel the power of over $1,500 in package savings on a 98 F-150 XLT.
See you Northland Ford dealer.
All right, the Timberwolves and Houston Rockets were tied for third place in the Midwest Division behind San Antonio and Utah. Going into tonight's meeting at the Summit in Houston, Barkley had time to have a sandwich and a pop before he hammered that one down. And Houston led early. End of the first half, you never give up on it. Gugliotta with the steal ahead to Stefan Starbury, who just buries 3 straight away. Wolves down 46-45 at the half. They go to overtime in this one, tied at 103. And the T-Wolves, check out the final, 116-115. They win over Houston tonight in overtime. San Antonio beat Charlotte 76-71. Tim Duncan, 21 points there. In the fourth, Chicago